Tiger in the Tunnel by Ruskin Bond. Baldev, the watchman, was responsible for signaling the trains to pass through a tunnel. He had to signal to make sure the tunnel was clear of obstruction. His station consisted of a small shack with a backdrop of a heavy jungle where trains usually never stopped. They just slowed down before taking the sharp curve before the cutting into the tunnel. On the given night, it was dark and cold outside. Baldev's son, Thembu, was sleeping in the hut. His mother and a small sister lived in a small tribal village, almost 3 miles from the station. Although a farmer by birth, Baldev took up this job of Kalasi at the signal stop because farming did not provide enough food for sustenance. Thembu divided his time between his home and the station with his father. While going for his duty one night, Baldev got up from bed and taking a lamp with him, left for the signal post in the dark to see that the overheard mail passed through safely. There was always a fear of wild animals due to the dense jungle nearby. Baldev had heard many stories of Tunnel Tiger, a man-eater, but he had never encountered any during his month's duty at the post. As he moved towards the signal post, he carried a small but a deadly axe with him. He, being a man from the village, was used to the ways of the jungle. He was not afraid of animals because of the axe which had been made by his father. He found that the signal lamp was out. As he was lighting a match, he suddenly got tensed upon hearing some movement at the back. He became rigid as he heard the frightening cry of a barking deer and a crashing sound in the undergrowth. He quickly hurried, and as there was still a little oil in the lamp, he tried to relit it and kept it back in its position. The mail train was due to arrive in 5 minutes. He inspected the tunnel. It was clear. Baldev sat near the entrance and dozed off. Thembu, meanwhile, woke up due to the trembling of the ground because the train was approaching. He saw that his father had gone to signal the train and waited for his return. Baldev awoke hearing a low grunt and grasped for his axe. The tiger sprang into the cutting. The watchman wondered if the tiger would go towards his hut where Thembu lay unprotected. But the tiger came towards Baldev. With an axe in hand, Baldev brought down the axe on the tiger's shoulder. The animal roared and attacked Baldev. Baldev pulled the axe but got stuck in the animal's shoulder. He was weaponless now. The tiger tore the watchman's body in fury, and Baldev lost the battle. The tiger licked his wound, but in agony did not hear the faint rumble of the earth and the puffing of the engine. Hearing the whistle, it stood up. It was trapped, for it could neither flee through the cutting nor through the tunnel. Despite this, the man-eater tried to run through the tunnel on its wounded legs. The train entered the tunnel with a deafening noise. At the next station, the driver got down to examine the headlamps. He found the major portion of a tiger on the cow catcher, cut in half by the engine. Back at the cutting, Thembu came looking for his father, only to find him wounded and dead. He sobbed over the dead body of his father and guarded his dead body from other animals at night. For 2 days, the whole family was grief-stricken. But they could not sit and mourn for longer as life moves on. So Thembu took up his father's job. He lighted the signal lamp for the overland mail and waited for the train to pass. Despite his young age, he started doing his duty, guarding himself with the same axe his father carried. It seems it gave him a sense of confidence and belief that he was safe despite the dense jungle and the wild animals in it.